What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today, yes, today, we're going to continue our theme on Contractors Local. It struck a chord, apparently. I guess a lot of folks are feeling some type of way. And the question was proposed to me. Well, we can't have this conversation unless we discuss what exactly is a Contractors Local. So, I'm going to look up company union because I looked up Contractors Local, and that verbiage doesn't exist in the rest of the media space or whatever. So we looked up company union because it similarly defines what a Contractors Local is. So, the definition of a company union: a company or yellow union is a worker organization which is dominated or unduly influenced by an employer and is therefore not an independent trade union. Company unions are contrary to international labor law. They were outlawed in the United States by the 1935 National Labor Relations Act, or the Wagner Act, due to their use as agents for interference with independent unions. However, company unions persist in many countries. Some labor organizations are accused by rival unions of behaving as company unions if they are seen as having too close or congenial a relationship with the employer or with business associations. And even if they may be formally recognized in their respective jurisdictions as a bona fide trade union, they are usually rejected as such by regional and national trade union centers. In a study of one such organization, this form of company union was observed to rarely or never strike, exert relatively little energy in resolving individual workplace disputes, and undercut other unions by bargaining for well beneath industry standard terms, and was characterized thusly: an accommodationist or company union, an opportunistic pariah organization that allows employers who would otherwise face a real union a convenient union avoidance alternative. In my view, it starts real simply. If you disarm yourself as a trade union, you are probably a company union. So if you have no strike clauses in your contracts, you're probably in a contractor local. If the contractors are able to skirt the agreement unchallenged and unchecked, or permissively able to do it, you're probably in a contractors local. Now, a friend of mine proposed that we don't have a contractors local here at 26. We have a stab your brothers in the back local. We have a promote travelers over local men local. We have a local that doesn't understand brotherhood. But I would say to that, this culture has been built over 40 years. This culture has been built up to be this way. It was allowed to get to be like this. Local 26, I got to assume, was not always like this. A contractors local is one where a good amount of the membership shows more loyalty to the company than they do to your local union. That would also be a trait of a contractors local. When the contractor can skip the hiring process and skip laying folks off at the end of the job and just transferring everybody they have to another project, that's company local, that's contractor local behavior. You're supposed to, at the end of your job, take your layoff, go back to the hall, and get your next job. That's how the numbers keep rotating on the out of work list. That's how you move work along. That's how each journeyman gets to work for different companies, and kind of that's how we dissolve ourselves of this loyalty to the company, because the company is not loyal to you. The contractor is not loyal to you. The contractor will fire you the moment that you stop being productive, that you stop doing for them what they want you to do. So to put it short, a contractor's local is one where the contractors have too much influence over what goes on, over our work life, over the stuff that is discussed at union meetings. Contractors place their thumb on the scales. They tell their superintendents to tell their employees who they should vote for in the next election because that's the person that they want to work with. All of these things combined is what makes us a contractors local. And once again, I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I'm done with it. And so we have to keep pushing and fighting for a better tomorrow. Because once we stop being a contractors local, then we can start really talking about what we deserve in the workplace. That's all I got for you. My name is Eric. You're watching Union Minded. Remember, the fight's not left and right. It's up and down. It's going to take solidarity to win always. Each one teach one. Get out there and reach one. And remember, there can be no union without you and I front and center. Peace.